Are you looking for a podcast about the sleepiest movie watcher?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh.
Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
Can I crack this immediately?
Yeah, please.
I'm dying for this thing.
I have not a crackable, but like a twistable, so I'll twist it with you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
God, what
That was
that?
way more than I thought it was.
That was
going
a
to.
fucking school bus.
Yeah. Letting out my Jake break.
Jesus, man.
It's for my soda stream. I always
Okay.
like over-carbonated because that's just
Of course
who I am
you
as a
do.
person.
I can't. Oh, I can't believe I haven't told you this.
What?
I haven't told you this. I'm just like beating myself in the face, just like.
Oh my God.
Let me see if I can find some pictures of it real quick because
Okay.
you brought up sparkling stuff. Did you know?
Ooh.
Not sponsored, but
Okay.
but oh so passionate. Liquid Death has added flavors to their water now.
What? Oh my God. Liquid Death sponsor us already. What's taking so long?
I believe it's only for the sparkling too.
Do they have like
So I'm
unique
not
flavors?
sure.
Like ghost pepper or something?
I
deathy?
mean, all right, you ready?
Yes.
So there's actually 3.
Fuck yeah.
There are 3. I need to know if they are carbonated or not. So hang on.
Do they show them in the can? Because like the white cans are carbonated, right? And then the black
Well,
ones are.
Each of these have their own color, so
Ooh, new colors! Why am I so excited?
I don't know because you didn't love it that much, right?
I mean, it was all right. It was just sparkling water, but
I mean, for me, it's just because it was a little expensive. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
it was
Like,
a little expensive.
okay, I'm into the brand so much though. I do want you to know, I'm considering using Amazon. That's how
Oh.
much I want to give money to this company.
Yikes!
Because if you subscribe to like a delivery schedule through Amazon,
Yeah.
you get it for like 15% off.
Right.
So I was like, I mean, I really want some fucking Liquid Death in this household. Hang on. So let me see. It says still and sparkling.
Be still in my sparkling heart.
Okay. It is 3 sparkling flavors.
Fuck yeah.
I will send you a picture right now so you can see these lovely cans.
Yeah, I want to see them cans. Show me your cans.
Yeah, because they're actually pretty cool. I got to see if I can buy them like in singles because I don't want to buy full like packs of these
Yeah.
and drink one because I don't like it.
I wonder if Trader Joe's has this brand because I've been thinking a lot about Trader Joe's. I think I'm just gonna go this weekend and like
You know
buy
what?
one of everything there.
Maybe
I haven't
I'll
been
go.
since. Maybe we should go together. I haven't been since the before times.
Okay. All right,
Those
you
are
ready?
so pretty.
We have Bury It Alive.
Oh my God, berry as in like strawberry.
Yeah. We have Mango Chainsaw, which I am into. Okay, first of all,
It's a gold
mango.
can.
Okay, first of all, it's a gold can. Second of all, it's mango.
Yeah.
And that name, Mango Chainsaw.
Mango chainsaw.
Ah, beautiful. And then in our beautiful green can, which that would probably be the one that we get sponsored with.
That's the Yimtop colors.
It's like
straight
legit
up.
Yimtop colored.
Oh my God.
That one is Severed Lime.
I want to be sponsored. So I've never wanted a sponsorship this bad.
I'll have to reach out to him and be like, dude, we need the green can.
Hey, Liquid
Sent to us
Death.
all the time.
What the fuck is up?
Yeah, so I saw that, I think on a TikTok the other day, and I was like, there's fucking flavors?
Flavors?
And your soda stream made me think of that. Like, I kind of forgot about them.
Man,
Like, I only see these at Target. That's the only place I ever see it.
murder your thirst.
I just typed in Tartar Joe's.
Tartar Joe.
Trader Joe's.
Tartar Sauce
Liquid
Joe.
Death?
Old Fishy Joe. I'm going to keep this sparkling water open so I don't have to keep bus breaking on the show.
I see Amazon and Target as like the places to get this thing.
Man, looks like I got to make a Target run this weekend.
Where to buy? This says find a dealer near you. Whole Foods,
A
Sprouts,
dealer?
7-Eleven. Oh, so 7-Eleven,
Oh,
that would be a single can type place. I'm searching my zip code right now. It says Whole Foods, Walmart, Target, Market Street, Target. Yeah, so no Trader Joe's on that one.
Okay. I thought you were, when you were so excited to talk about a new sparkling beverage, I thought you were going to talk about that horrible new Mountain Dew flavor.
Oh, wait. I have another Mountain Dew update for you, too.
Oh my God. We've been like
But
on the Dew in the Discord. I don't know if, if y'all are not familiar with our secret Patreon Discord. Everyone's in the Mountain Dew right now.
what was the new flavor? Was that Flamin' Hot?
Yeah, Flamin' Hot Cheetos flavored Mountain Dew.
I still think it's fake.
It's not. I thought it was fake as
man.
well. I was sent a photo from a Kroger today.
Well, I was like, that's not your sister's kitchen, right, Taylor? She's like, yes, that's my sister's kitchen. And I was like, no, it's photoshopped into your sister's kitchen. Mountain Dew did that purposefully. There's no way. And here it is. You know, we have to try it at the next mom night.
I know. I don't want it, though. I still haven't tried Starlight Pepsi. There's all these new fucking sodas. Like, new browns be dropping left and right.
You need the Nitro Pepsi.
Oh, yeah. Did I send you the TikTok of that dude who's like...
Yeah, dude.
Drinking that? I want Nitro Pepsi. Like, it's just...
I would like to try it, but I don't know that I would love it.
I love nitro carbonation because it's like smaller bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you would like it for that purpose.
Maybe I would then. What is Go Puff? Because I keep seeing...
GoPuff?
Oh, it's like a Uber Eats or something.
Oh.
Because everything keeps saying, like, you can get Liquid Death and this Mountain Dew thing through GoPuff. And I guess GoPuff is, like, a food delivery thing. So I guess, like, I can say, hey, guy, go buy me a flaming hot Mountain Dew from Valero. And they will and bring it to me.
So it's like a favor.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think that's a hot take. But I'm just going to say, I absolutely hate the, like, delivery marketplace style thing.
Yep.
I fucking can't stand it.
We bought Chipotle last night after being like, I don't want to keep eating out. We're eating out too much. It's not in the budget. We're getting chubby. And then we were like, you know what? It's been a long day. Let's get Chipotle.
Okay.
Get Chipotle delivered. Do you know what it fucking costs to get 2 burrito bowls delivered, Robert?
I'm going to guess, because Chipotle is already like $50 a bowl, so it's like $100 for Chipotle. No. I'm going to guess $55.
You're close. It was $45.
Cool.
To have 2 bowls delivered to us. I was pissed. And was just like, I guess I'm just going to hit the button and pay for it because I don't want to leave my home and I don't want to cook. So,
like, here's the thing. If you're going to do the delivery of food, basically imagine whatever it costs and then double it. That's always what it winds up being.
Yeah, and like you
It's
just are making
disgusting.
an agreement with yourself when you go into the app, like I'm going to pay way too much for this shitty food to be brought to my home.
We would do that with previous guest Mary all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she'd come over and but like we would do it from like legit restaurants. We wouldn't just do it from like a fast food place.
Yeah.
So like we did Italian food one time, right?
I feel less bad getting like restaurant food delivered because it's not like I'm having a Big Mac delivered, you know? I feel like I'm eating an actual meal.
But like you're paying like a restaurant price and then doubling it for it to come to your house.
Right. So it's not cheap.
Yeah, we did some like Italian place one time and it was like $80 for the three of us to just get like Italian food. And I was like, I can't do this anymore.
No.
And so every time from then on, I would just go pick it up. And it would be like $30 less.
Yes.
I'm like, this is fine. Like, I was into it until that, like when we got that one meal and I spent almost $100 on food.
Yeah.
It broke me. It broke me psychologically. I can't. I just can't. I don't like it.
Okay.
I was actually going to have pizza delivered the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And they were like, it's going to be like 60, 70 minutes. So it's like an hour, hour, 10 minutes, right? I go, oh, okay. And she goes, well, if you do carry out, it's going to be 7 minutes. And I was like, I'll fucking come get it, man.
It's like when Richard had to go pick up his own pizza when the guy was like, we don't have the stuff. It's a fucking time out there these days.
I'd rather eat today.
Yeah, for real.
It's fine. I mean, trust me, I'm not knocking you for it because there's definitely times where I've still been like, I just don't want to move,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Like,
But like, the people that do it like all the time, I'm glad you're rich, man.
ugh.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you're filthy stinking rich that you can do it for every meal because I can't do that.
Right. Like, who has, first of all, the money, second of all, the constitution? Like, I can't eat out so much anymore. It makes me physically sick.
You know what I've noticed watching so much Twitch?
What?
That's how they eat while they're on stream, so they
Yeah.
don't have to stop. And I'm like, see, this is the use case where I think it's beneficial.
Yeah,
Like in that scenario, it makes total perfect sense.
definitely. Like, our streams, I'm always, like, eating directly before or right as we're starting.
Yeah, but then I feel bad because it's almost like Amazon people where like they don't get a break. So these people go like, "Oh, my food's here. Hi, everybody," and then they kind of like are still chatting, but they're like off camera just a bit, going like, yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow."
Right.
You know, and I'm like, oh, these poor guys and gals.
The state of life.
So, anyway,
Anyway, it's springtime.
yes.
My cats are extra furry because that's
Okay.
what happens in springtime. Like, they start to lose their winter coats and their summer coats are
Yes.
coming in. And that means my house is just very, very furry unless I brush all of them very, very good.
Okay.
And Boosh does not let me brush her. I've given up. She just gets mats and then we cut them out and it's fine. Wicket is learning how to take a brush.
Okay.
And he's not even 2 yet. He's turning 2 in a couple of months. So he's still at the stage where like a brush is a predator and a toy at the same
It's
time.
coming to get me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I'll be brushing him and he's like, okay, this is fine. And then third stroke and he's like, this is weird. And then by the fourth pass of the brush, he's like flipped over on his back and he's like got all of his claws out and shit.
Yeah.
Man, because we're sharing video, I can show you. Like, I've been just absolutely
Oh,
mauled
man. Okay.
for the last couple of days. It's so bad.
See, that's what I can't deal with cats, man.
It's just a duty of being a cat owner. Like, I feel bad because like if I don't brush them, they just throw up hair for like every day.
Yeah.
And I know that sucks for them and it sucks for me because I have to clean it up.
Yeah.
But they also don't understand like brushing is what makes the hair go away and then
Yeah.
you don't have to throw up. But I'm still brush training Wicket. He's getting pretty good with it.
Okay.
And Dee Dee, we had not been brushing her for a little while because she had been taking care of herself, but she's been throwing up a lot of fur lately, so we've been like
Okay.
brushing her a lot extra and she's happy for it. So, hooray.
I always wish Toast would do it, where like you see the cats that when you go to brush them and you get to their butt, they do the like,
Yes.
they do like the weird shit.
Yeah.
Your cats don't get that into it.
Wicket does like a little bit of a face, but not a noise.
Oh man, because
Yeah, he'll, like,
that would
turn
make
around
it
and
so
make
much
this-
fun.
Yeah, he just turns around and makes a face like, feels good, but I want to bite you. Like he's confused.
I've always wanted to try this one too. Have you heard the thing where it's like if you get a wet toothbrush and you like comb them
Yes.
right between the eyes, it's like their mom giving them a kiss
I did
or
that to my
something?
cats.
Did they cry? Did they care? Or were they just like,
I mean-
why are you rubbing on me with a toothbrush?
Yeah, Wicket tried to eat the toothbrush. Boosh was like, get the fuck away from me. And Dee Dee was like, okay, I guess we're doing this.
Oh,
And
okay.
that was that.
I always wanted to try that, but I never did.
Yeah.
Because I was like, but like really though? Like does it do that? I don't know.
No. It's just
Exactly.
something TikTok does.
Exactly. Like TikTok's full of so much good stuff, but a lot of fake stuff.
And so many lies.
I know.
Yeah. I bought some new stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you
Have I
buy?
told you the story or have you heard the story of Vantablack?
I know of Vantablack.
Okay. So
I mean, like isn't that the stuff that's so dark, like light cannot escape it, and it's literally just
Yeah.
like a black hole of paint.
yes.
Yeah,
so
I
there's
love
this artist.
Vantablack.
It's
It's cool
very
stuff.
cool. There's this artist named Anish Kapoor, and he invented a pigment, like a paint, so dark that
Okay.
it like absorbs 99% of all visible light. So it just looks like flat matte black no matter
Yeah.
what you paint it over.
Okay.
Like it can be a 3D shape, you paint it over with Vantablack and it looks flat as hell.
Yeah.
So he made that paint, and all the artists in the world were like, that's really cool. Where can we get our hands on some of that so we can also make cool art like you? And he was like, I'm not selling it. I
Good.
figured it out myself. Did you say good?
Yeah.
Why?
That's his, because then everyone's just
No.
gonna copy it.
No.
Yeah.
I am of the opinion that like, okay, so as an artist,
Let
whenever
him do his stuff with it, and then
Well-
he can get rid of it later.
I think that art resources should be shared. Like, it frustrates me when I see stuff online. This happens a lot, like in public crafts, like cosplay, for example, or in
Okay.
dice making, which is what I'm getting into now. You see a lot of people that have like really cool dice or a really cool prop that they made for a cosplay, and people in the comments will be like, "How did you do that? That's amazing." And the person either like doesn't respond, or they're like, "It's my proprietary technique and I won't tell you," or
Yeah.
something like that. And I mean, I get it up to a point. So, like, you want to be the one person that can do that. Like, you want to have the advantage over everybody else.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, what kind of hobby is it if you can't share your experiences and your tips and techniques and tools with the rest of your hobby makers?
Yeah.
So I am of the opinion that like art tools should be for the masses. And he
Okay.
figured out this like really cool thing that you can do with pigment, and then was like, actually, I'm not telling any of you how it's done. I'm keeping it for myself. And he's like a really rich artist. Like he
Oh, well then, yeah, it's time for you to pass
Yeah.
that on then.
like he did his most famous thing is the big bean in Chicago.
Like, oh, like I was like kind of picturing he was just like some guy that kind of made it, and it's like, well, let him
No.
have it for a little bit, but like,
No, he's like a big rich motherfucker.
oh, well then no, you got to give it up now.
So this guy named Stuart
Because
Semple.
he can get more rich on it then.
Yes, he can get more. That's exactly it, Robert. He can get more rich on
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So this guy named Stuart Semple, who is a guy more like you're imagining, like an up and coming artist who
Okay.
does not have all the money in the world. He starts this movement called Share the Black, and it's like a hashtag and all this, and they're just petitioning like Anish Kapoor, you should share what you found. And it just kind of like drives him further into his hole, you know. He's like, I'm not going to share it.
Yeah.
And so Stuart Semple is like, I'm going to make the pinkest pink. So
Okay.
he like makes this pigment that is so insanely pink, like the pinkest thing you've ever seen in your whole life.
I
It's like,
have to see it.
yeah, you've got to look it up. So he has a website called culturehustle.com. He made the pinkest pink, and in order to purchase it, you have to testify that you're not Anish Kapoor, you're not affiliated with Anish Kapoor, you're not going to give the pigment to him, you're not associated with him. To the best of your knowledge, pinkest pink will never ever reach the hands of Anish Kapoor. And so this feud just kind of builds and builds. And a few years back, like this is an age-old thing, a few years back, Kapoor actually got his hands on pinkest pink and like dunked his middle finger in it and posted a picture of the Instagram of like
Oh,
him
okay.
flipping the bird, and it just says like "fuck you" #pink or something.
Oh my god.
And the comments on it though are the funniest thing I've ever seen, because people just say "okay, bean boy." And it's like 7,000 comments of people just saying "okay, bean boy" over and over and over
I
and
want
over.
to go, dude. It is so pink, and I love this. It now says new and improved formula, now even pinker.
Yes, so they keep on improving on the formula. So Stuart Semple has created this company called Culture Hustle. They have pinkest pink, they have bluest blue, they've got green, yellow, and he's also made blackest black. And he's up to
Okay.
like black 3.0 or something. He just keeps making it better and better.
Okay.
And they have like paints that are ultra chrome mirror, and just like he takes an idea and does the most of it.
yeah.
And I'm super stoked about it. So I just bought myself a bunch of pigments from him, and I'm really fucking stoked for them to come in. They should be shipping them within the next couple of days.
Okay.
And I'm going to be making dice with them bad boys.
Nice. I'm looking
Gonna
at
make-
this like chart of black paints that he has on the site. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's fascinating stuff. I love to see what like cool creations people do with the blackest black that he made. Like,
Yeah.
there's such cool shit out there, and it's available to all artists now because somebody cared enough to create it.
This one's the
everybody.
world's glowiest glow pigment, so it just glows in the dark. That
Yes.
one's really cool.
Yeah. He's got
This
glowiest
stuff is
glow in like a bunch
neat.
of different colors.
Yeah.
It's all like extremely like achievable prices. I got a pack of 4 pigments for $20.
Okay.
And
Did you see this? Because the top question on Blackest Black is, can I mix it into resin?
yeah.
Technically, yes, but it will not stay matte.
Oh, okay.
If you're looking for a glossy and super black finish, then this is for you. We recommend using epoxy resin. So I guess it won't be that like matte. It'll just be like a shiny
That's
dark
fine.
color.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm really looking forward to getting them. I'm gonna make some black dice. Gonna make some pink dice. Gonna make
And
some
I-
everything dice.
I see what you found here. So there's bullet points. It says absorbs 99% of light. Available with a brush or spray. And there's about 10 other ones. And the last one, not available to Kapoor.
I love it.
I don't paint, but I want to buy something.
Yeah, I just love their mirror paint. Like I want to do something with it, but I don't know what I would do with it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to buy one of everything on his website. I'm probably going to go back for more whenever those pigments come in. And I got the glitteriest glitter. I'm so stoked about that. It's like little tiny shards of glass.
I think I will buy you a gift card. That way I gave him money, but then you can enjoy the product.
Yes, wonderful.
Because I don't paint. I don't know what I would do with any of this, but it's
Yeah,
all very cool.
it's very cool. I just love the whole cause behind it too.
You said you got the mirror one?
Yeah, no,
Ooh.
I didn't get the mirror one. I want the mirror
it's
one.
really neat.
Yeah, they don't have a mirror powder, and the paint that they have is not a paint that I'm like used to working with. I don't have turpentine at home,
Yeah.
and I just don't have the brushes that I would need for it
Oh,
too.
I see the glitter one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like big flake glitter. I'm
oh
so
my
excited about it.
God. It looks like cotton candy.
Yeah,
Like, it looks so much. Oh my God, it is like little shards of glass.
yeah, it's legit tiny little shards of glass.
But like, really though?
Yeah, it's just
No,
like
it's
tiny,
not.
tiny glass. It is.
Oh my God. That's horrible.
Yeah, so they're like, wear gloves when you do whatever you're gonna do with it, and don't eat it. Don't get it in your eyeball or in your hand.
Well, I already have some in my hand, so too late.
Right.
Can you mix it? I love how every powder, it just says, can I mix it into resin?
Yeah.
And it always says yes.
It's like, yes, you can.
Remember, these are tiny shards of glass you're playing. What the fuck? You're buying
Yeah.
dangerous stuff here.
I am. I love dangerous art supplies.
I'm scared. That's
I also bought,
really cool, though.
One of my favorite Etsy people. There was
Okay.
a boycott on Etsy recently, which
Why?
so the artists on Etsy are charged like quite a bit of fees, and Etsy just increased the fees.
Okay.
So everyone was like, boycott Etsy, which I did.
Sucks for the people, but
It does, but I think sellers were also boycotting. So it was just like a don't use Etsy for a week kind of a thing.
I mean, it's essentially like a strike, you know.
Yeah.
You get
I
no
don't know if it
money
did
and no
anything or not.
business till our demands, you know.
Yeah. After the boycott, one of my favorite artists on there had a sale on Dice Masters. So
Okay.
I got a bunch of D6 Masters, and they're so cool. They all have like different little pips. So instead of having
Okay.
numbers on them, they have like the regular circle pips. There's ones that
okay.
have stars and hearts and squares and diamonds.
Oh,
There's
cool.
ones that have little beehive on them. There is
Okay.
one called chaos dots, where the dots are just like all
All over?
over. Yeah, like
That's
they're not
awesome.
in order at all. There's like sparkles that are kind of similar, where they're not like in an organized fashion. It's just like an amount of sparkles on there.
Okay.
So I bought all of the like 3D files for them. I just need to have them printed, and then I
Gotcha.
can make some masters out of those. I find that I'm
Sweet.
like really into D6s and like the big D20s, you know?
Okay. So
Like
that's
so many
your
people,
two things.
yeah, like I like making full sets of dice, but it's just like so much work to finish all of them, and I don't
Yeah.
have the stamina always to like finish a full set of dice. And then like if you fuck up one of the dice, the whole set is messed up.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. But I really, really enjoy making just like the big D20s that are really satisfying to hold and to roll and to photograph and to create and to paint and to do everything with. And
So you're into
D6s, I think,
those
are just
and
neat.
Yahtzee dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
or Warhammer dice. I know that people use like D6s for Warhammer, so CJ hit me up. I got new pips.
Let me make you some dice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I love dice. I'm having a good time with resin. I'm so happy that it's spring again and that I can
'cause
cast
it's-
stuff.
So you get what? About 6 months worth? Like, when do you have to quit? Like,
I don't really know. So
September?
you're not supposed to cast when it drops below 70 degrees, but I have
Okay.
cast down to like 50 degrees now. So
Okay.
I'll probably be able to work depending on the weather, through like November. So we'll see.
Okay. Better get some stuff made. I know you got like tons of ideas and stuff you're doing. So
I
and plus
do.
you're buying all these powders.
Yes.
That's gonna open up like a whole new thing.
Yes. I bought more stuff that I forgot to tell you about.
Okay.
I've been buying too many things. Somebody stop me. Somebody take my phone away from me. I think I tweeted about this and you asked about it. So I bought something called Terraform, which is a stone look resin,
Yes.
which I'm really excited for. So there's this stuff called Jesmonite, which if you just Google Jesmonite or look on Instagram at the hashtags, Jesmonite is this really cool, like matte stone look resin type product. You mix the powder with some liquid and you basically just get like a nice finished flat polished looking stone.
Yeah.
And it holds pigment really well and it just looks really pretty. And it has a certain aesthetic to it that you see all over like mid-century modern stuff.
Okay.
And I've always seen like artists do Jesmonite dice, and I'm like, that's cool as hell. But Jesmonite does not ship to the U.S. because it's like a UK product, and
Okay.
it's really heavy. And there's like some
A
kind
bunch
of
export shit.
there's like some kind of embargo or whatever on the I don't
Okay.
know, materials, something like that. But there's a company called Chromatic Castle that is making this product called Terraform, and it's essentially Jesmonite, but they have opened up a location in the U.S. and Canada, so they can ship to me now, and I'm very excited
Nice.
about it. Yes, it won't be shipping for another few days as of the day we're recording this, but
Yeah, I'm looking at all kinds of like Jesmonite dice stuff right now. They're very pretty.
Jesmonite's so pretty. I love it.
Yeah, I'm looking at like way too many. This one's cool. So it's D6s, but the like pips are like frog handprints.
Cute.
So there's just more and more like footprints across each face. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
I like that.
I've seen a D6 where they have like mushrooms on all the sides.
Okay.
Like instead of having individual pips, it's like one mushroom and then two mushrooms growing together. Like
Yeah.
just a different pictogram of mushrooms.
See, that's fun. I mean, this is only limited by whatever you can think of, you know?
Yeah.
There's like too much.
It's so much. I love dice. This is like the thing that has relit my creative fire, you know?
Yeah.
Like I've always loved art and I love doing art. I dip in and out of different artistic hobbies, but dice has really captivated me and I'm happy that I'm working with it and that it's inspiring me.
I think I'm going to have to request another set of dice from you.
Okay.
Not quite like this. This is... No, I thought I copied this image. Trash that one. It won't let me show you, but I'll send you this link. Anyway, go check this one out later.
We'll check it out right now.
But you can't say anything about it, but I might have to request some dice like this for a certain person. You seem pretty cool.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss. Well, good. I'm glad you can get some of that stuff, because don't you have like a stone dice now? Something that's kind of in that vein?
So I have been trying to create stone dice using a product called like Permacast or something.
Yeah.
It did not come out well. Like it's just
Okay.
not great. But yeah, it's less quality of a product than what I'm getting with the Chromatic Castle stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, because this is like the legit stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Legit.
Man, I'm now looking at a lot of dice. There's a lot
Go
of
down
shit
the
on
rabbit
there.
hole with me.
I mean, I ain't gonna make it though. No, I have my one set of dice. Once I get those, I'll be done.
Yeah.
Like, I will be
Those are
complete.
cute as hell.
Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss more dice You've got all this stuff. I gotta like make you use it.
Yeah.
So
Give me excuses.
yeah, I'll find something. I've been buying nothing though.
Oh, lucky you.
I mean, I've been wanting to. So, you know, like Ismail just told us about that Ninja Turtle game thing.
Yeah.
Right? Haven't bought it. I want to, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I found like another collector's thing that I was going to get. I was like, no. I was going to say, you know, budgeting is stupid.
It is. It sucks.
Like, it sucks real bad because we're trying to, like, you know, pay down like a whole bunch of debt right now.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you just can't have nothing that's fun in life.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta, like, sit there and watch other people have fun.
Yeah, I think that's going to be us for a little while. We're going to just, like, crank some shit out. Get all this done.
Yeah.
But, speaking of that, I want to get your opinion on how you think this interaction is going to go.
Okay.
I don't know if I've discussed this on here yet, but I found a comic book store around here.
Oh, okay.
Have I told you about that?
I think you've told me. I don't know if you've told the people.
Yeah, so there's a comic book store around this area because I want to be able to get my comics much closer. I don't want to have to drive an hour to go get some comic books that I'm not going to read and throw them in a closet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, can I do it like somewhere closer? And I found this like really neat. It's like a 2-story comic book store.
Oh, cool.
Like, it's too fancy looking. I'm going to send you the Google thing and you can go look at all the pictures and stuff.
Okay.
Place looks amazing. Like, if you look at the photos, it's like too fucking fancy.
Yeah.
And I guess it's because it's in historic downtown McKinney, so it's like
Ooh.
kind of like a Denton Square kind of area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so everything's like a little bit more fancy there, right?
So it's like a full board game store. They have like mini painting stuff.
Yeah, there's pops, board games.
They got
Yeah,
everything. I
because
should go here.
because really, you look at the comic books and it's like 2 racks on a wall somewhere, and then there's 2 stories of everything else. You know,
Oh, wow.
like I don't think comics is the main sell of this place.
Sorry, on the splash page here, they have a comic called Good Boy, John Wick in Reverse. The human dies and the dog goes on a killing spree. It's like a German
yes.
shepherd in a trench coat wielding an Uzi.
I need that. See, this is why comic books are dangerous, because sometimes there's shit like that exists.
Yeah, you find good shit.
But so I want to get comics closer to home. So I was thinking about going here.
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet, but I just want you to picture the interaction with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go into this place, probably children running around, right?
Probably.
And I'm gonna have to go, hey, I need some comic books. And they're like, oh, okay, what do you need? And I'll be like, well, I have a pre-existing arrangement with my comic book place.
God.
So if you get this comic book for me, Zombie Tramp, I'm gonna need you to also promise me that every time I pick it up, there will be a booby cover as well.
I just want the titty covers. Can y'all do that for me? Can you make that happen?
And then somebody said, you know, you just moved to like one of the most conservative places around, and I'm gonna walk into this place and say, can I get naked zombie hooker comics?
I don't think that's gonna go well, Robert.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I think the dude's gonna grab a shotgun from underneath the counter. I mean, I guess they're a comic book shop. They've probably seen their fair share of, like, you know, their
Stuff.
brother and sister.
Yeah. So I have to try to, like, work up the nerve to go to this comic book store and be like, hey, is this a thing you can do for me?
Can you make
and
this
see
happen?
if that's gonna happen.
Good luck.
Cause like, it's my understanding that to get variant covers, you have to buy so many of the original.
Oh, really?
So, I think that's implying to me that at my current comic book store, they don't buy me just the one issue for me. They probably buy a lot of them.
They have a back room of just like 19 other Zombie Tramp comics that they had to buy that nobody wants.
So that they can get the other one that then they sell me.
Oh my god.
So, like, I don't think they can just get, like, one of each and go, there you go. it's kind of like a whole order that you have to place, you know?
I think you should just keep your current arrangement with the people that know who you are and know the box
Do
that
they know
belongs to
who
you.
I am? Because
They know your shame box.
no, because remember the last time I went, it was 2 new people, and he did not
Oh,
know what he was
yeah.
pulling out of that box because he got
That's
very
right.
startled.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to get those comics somewhere, right? You can't kickstart them.
No, I can't. So I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on this pretty soon and see if they run me off. Go on, get out of here, meow. Send them
Yeah.
away. You want to take a break? Try to cool these wallets down.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for the first and only time, I had peeked at a Christmas present, and
Okay.
the weight of the guilt on me. It was this
Oh my
monkey
God.
doll that I had wanted. It was called Little Monkey Lost, and it was like a monkey baby doll. We were
Fuck
like,
is that?
yeah, look them up. Little Monkey Lost. They had like a little a bottle and a diaper. It was basically like a
those
baby
guys.
doll.
Yeah,
but a
I remember the
monkey.
commercials for those. It scared the shit
Little
out of me.
Monkey Lost. Yeah. And I had wanted one, and I had asked for one for months, and my parents were like, maybe if Santa likes you, then you can get one. And I peeked under the tree, like the paper was like just open enough where I could like look inside.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at it, and I felt sick for like 2 weeks leading up
Oh
to
my
Christmas.
God.
And then when I opened it, I was like, it's Little Monkey Lost. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. And my parents were like, are you good? Yeah. I've always wanted one.
And then
And
you
then
hated him.
I just felt so bad that I couldn't even like look at him anymore. It was
His poor
like,
little monkey face.
my child guilt was off the rails.
He had to be neglected. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that little bit of the pre-ramble, don't forget you can get that full bonus episode by going over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP and signing up to be a lovely patron. We love you guys so much. You make the show just keep on trucking. As of listening to this, you have like 4 more days to use our special code for our 3-year anniversary to get you a discount on some Yimtope merch. That time is running out, guys.
Get it done. Do it. What are you waiting for?
I know. If you need that Yimtope gear, you go over to the Yimtope Apparel store, which is in our show notes. You get a code that is 3 years. It's the number 3, then all capitals, YEARS, 3 years. That is a 10% discount code for anything that you purchase. And if you are a patron, we do have a special code for 20% off. Again, this is the last time we get to tell you guys about it. Next time you hear our lovely voices, this deal will be gone. It's been live for like a month and a half. So if you
Why
haven't gotten
you
it,
done it yet?
yeah, if you haven't gotten it, that's your fault. But again, thank you to all of our supporters. We love you guys so much. That's why we come up with these awesome discount codes for you guys. Hopefully you guys used them. And let's get you on back to that regularly scheduled content. All right, Kelsey.
All right, Robert.
I was given a task.
You were
I take it very seriously.
taking the mantle upon yourself.
Because I was doing research for me, not for anybody else. But people got interested, so I feel like I have to talk about it.
Yes. This was originally brought up in the secret Discord, and I was like, why don't you talk about that on a regular episode? Because I'm curious.
I can, and it's a lot of mumbo jumbo. I don't expect anybody to understand it because honestly, I don't understand it. I just
Okay.
know what to say.
I'm ready for acronyms. Hit me with them.
So, you know that one of our patrons, Ismail, is in the market for that next gen console stuff, right?
Yes.
By the way, when do we start saying current gen? Because the systems have been out for like a year and a half.
Yeah, I think it's current gen right now, right? That's what I would call it.
Or do we keep saying next gen because people still don't have them? So it's like
True.
the next thing, like people are still waiting to adopt that into their homes, you know?
The new hotness.
But so he's looking for an Xbox, right?
Yes.
Series X, which by the way, I'm on Best Buy right now. There's one available.
Ooh.
So he's looking to get that, but if he gets that, he's also thinking of going with, you know, the TV to match.
Yes.
So I currently have a PS5. My TV cannot keep up with it.
Oh.
So it is nice, but I can't even make use of all the features the PlayStation has because my TV does not do those things.
Yeah.
Which is why I've been in the market for a TV. I'm just resigning the fact I'm not getting a new TV probably in my lifetime again.
Oh. I
It's,
mean, we did just talk about saving money.
I mean, it's going to be a long time before I get a TV that my PS5 will love. But I started telling him some stuff because I was like, there's actually a new TV on the market that just made everything obsolete.
Really?
So remember, there's OLED that I've talked about before. Okay, so OLED is organic light emitting diode.
Organic.
The whole premise is in an OLED, every single pixel on your TV is its own light bulb, right?
Yes.
So when the TV goes black, those lights just turn off. Therefore, it is strictly black, right? It's not. So most LEDs, there's a backlight that is still on, and they just kind of like reduce the light a little bit, but they'll always look more gray compared to an OLED where it's just like off,
Yeah.
Like imagine, like sometimes you'll like pause a video on YouTube before you watch it, and like you can tell your like device is on. You can see the black screen that it's paused on, but it's not really black. The same as if you like turn off your phone,
Uh-huh.
That's the kind of basic idea, OLEDs look like that phone is off. Like you don't even realize it's displaying an image.
So is my phone an OLED?
Yours is, yes.
Yeah, because it's like black when I turn it off.
Yeah. OLED has been the reigning king for the longest time.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an OLED because it was the best I could get when I was getting my PlayStation Pro.
Right.
So I've been like always like wanting to get away from it because it has the burn-in stuff.
Yes.
Now, yes, you're always going to have to, with a grain of salt, say it has burn-in. But like if you go get my model TV, but in today's model, the chance that you haven't burn-in is, slim to none.
Okay.
It's never going to fucking happen. But it could.
Okay.
So you have to always kind of say, it can, but you don't really need to worry about it.
All right.
My TV was brand new with the technology. I got to worry about it. Even though it still doesn't really happen to me either. So,
well,
whatever.
Good.
So I've been trying to get away from it because of the burn-in. But no TV matches what OLED does, period. No TV looks that good.
Yeah.
Then last year, Samsung busts down the door and goes, hey, guess what? We're almost there.
Okay.
And they released an LED TV that
Is
uses...
that going back a step?
Well, that's all they use.
Okay.
So Samsung has never stepped into the OLED market. That's been pretty much an LG thing.
Okay.
Because they believe LED is better.
Why? It's inorganic.
it's brighter. Like, if you put an OLED and then just an LED TV side by side, most people will probably gravitate towards the LED one. Because
it's like...
it's brighter, it's punchier, and it's like, oh, that looks good.
Does it show colors better?
Oh, yeah, like 100%.
Okay.
Like, LEDs look better unless you're in a dark room. Then you want that, like, inky black from the OLED.
Okay.
It's really all, like, everything's a use case. I play in pitch black Vampire-ness, right?
Yeah.
So I am more suited to an OLED. That suits me better.
Yeah.
If I played in, like, a bright room, windows behind me, and, all that kind of stuff, and LEDs, like, 100% the way to go.
Okay.
So it's all just, like, how you're going to use it as to what would fit you better as a person, You can't really say one's better than the other all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's always, in this scenario, yes. In this scenario, no.
Okay.
So LEDs have always been brighter and punchier, which is nice. But when you play in a dark room, OLEDs are bright enough. I've never had a problem.
Yeah.
Well, Samsung last year finally came out with a mini LED TV.
A tiny TV.
So they took a normal LED light bulb, shrank it down 40 times.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it's like 40 times smaller, and
That's too small.
they line the back of their TVs with that.
I just think
So
that's
while
like
it's
overkill.
but it gives an OLED like effect,
Okay.
but no burn-in.
All right.
So it's as close as I can get to OLED that my eyes get
That's
wet.
your eyes getting wet.
Exactly. So I was like dead set, like I want this new mini LED thing, right?
Okay.
It's beautiful. It's as close as I can get without having to worry about the burn-in.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful, and it looks phenomenal. It's great, right?
Okay.
And then this year they released another one. So
Another one.
their models are going up by letters. So like the top model was the QN90A.
Okay.
This year it's the QN90B.
Okay.
And next year will be C and all that other crap. LG's got it better because they're just doing. They did like the Samsung phones. They're just doing it by
Like
the year
Oreo.
now. No, they're doing like a. So last year's was the C1. It was 2021.
Oh,
Now
okay.
it's the C2 for 2022. It makes more sense than
Sure.
letters because I don't know how to tie a letter to a year, you know?
Time isn't letters.
So they were releasing that. I was all like, well, maybe I'll get the next one because they've had a year to mature that technology. That'll be good,
Yeah.
right? That TV is obsolete now. Samsung literally shot their own TV in the foot by creating. They finally came in and made an OLED TV.
Okay.
LG has been the reigning OLED maker for like 5 years.
Yeah.
They have literally been rendered useless
What?
overnight because of what Samsung has done.
So did they make like what a 40 LED 40 OLED
No.
TV? What did they do that made them obsolete?
They put a different color filter. See, this is where I'm like, I get it,
Okay.
but I don't get it. You know
All
what
right,
I mean?
we're gonna break it down for you guys as best as we know.
So here's the deal. When you push out light through a TV, the brightest light that it can do is the color blue.
Okay.
Like the punchiest thing that it can do is the color blue. That produces the most light.
Okay.
So what they've done is make all their backlight this blue, and then they put a filter in front of it that then transitions it to the colors that it needs to be.
So like the light is always blue, but the filter changes.
When it passes through the filter, it comes up to what it needs to be.
Okay. But the light constant is blue because that's the
I think
brightest
so,
one.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of like the premise.
All right.
How's that work? I don't fucking know.
Just put an Instagram filter on it. Now it's green.
It is noticeably brighter than LG OLEDs.
Okay.
That's why people don't like LG ones, is because they're too dim. Even after
At what-
5 years, they're not bright at all.
At what point is it too bright of a television? Like I feel
Okay.
like when my TV is on in my dark room, it's too fucking bright anyway, you know? You ever feel that
That's
way?
all up to you. Sometimes. Like, Taylor, actually, one night I was playing Elden Ring, and she was like, can you, like, dim that down a little bit?
Yes. Like
and I was like, I mean, I'm shooting lightning bolts all over the place. That's bright. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
sometimes I'll be watching a show, like an action show or something, and like something blows up, and I'm like, God, why is this happening to my eyeballs?
But I love that, though. I want,
You
like,
want
a
the
bright
pain.
TV. Well, so the reason why brightness matters is for that HDR stuff.
Okay. The high density resolutions.
High dynamic range,
There we go.
which is how bright a white can get to how dark a black can get.
Okay.
So, like, if you watched Labyrinth in SDR, standard dynamic range, all the
Uh-huh.
colors are pretty much a flat look.
Okay.
They're not going to be too different. But when you do HDR, it looks like real life now.
Okay.
Like, you get this brighter... The best thing I've ever been able to equate it to is brake lights at night.
Ugh.
If you look at brake lights at night, on SDR, those brake lights are going to be the same brightness as the black that's surrounding it.
Okay.
You can tell there's a difference because, that's black and this is a brighter color. So you're going to think like, oh, those headlights are bright, right?
Yeah.
But in in high dynamic range, they actually make that black super dark and dim. Like, they actually lower the light there and only increase the light where those headlights are.
So it's like Vantablack.
They call it metadata.
Okay, now
So
we're getting in the greens.
basically, a person has to go into every frame of a movie or a scene or whatever they do and change and tell whatever's going to render it, all right, lower this background by this amount of light and increase the highlights right here so this part's really bright and all this is reduced. And it's constantly reading and lowering brightness for every single thing in the scene all the time. Whereas in SDR, it's a flat image, and you're just kind of watching what's on it.
All right.
So, like, well, like, if you go outside and you look at brake lights in the dark, I mean, everything around those headlights is going to be actually dark.
Right.
And those brake lights will be really bright. That's just real life. That's what HDR mimics.
Okay.
SDR can't do that. Everything on that screen... Now you're going to get into, like, how they measure brightness and stuff. It's called nits.
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 All right.
So to even begin to be HDR, you have to be 600 nits, I think, of brightness.
Sure.
And most SDR stuff is like 300. So, like, I would have to show you a difference between HDR and non, because what it does is it will make one area of the screen like legitimately brighter than everything around it.
Okay.
So you get a like true highlight. And when people measure these TVs on how bright they get, they're not really meaning like the panel as a whole. They mean, when I'm watching this, is it really going to be 1,000 nits for this light bulb during the scene?
Okay.
1,000's like a baseline thing. Mad Max Fury Road is like still the go-to measure HDR content thing.
Okay.
Because it has scenes that go to 10,000.
What the fuck?
For brightness.
That's too bright.
It's the like flame shooting out of the guitar in the desert or whatever.
Me.
I've never seen that movie, so.
Oh my god, that movie has you written all over it.
I gotta see the old ones first.
No, you don't.
I do. I have to. It's like a mental thing. And I have all of them.
You're a mess.
Have all of them. Never watched it. So that's the whole thing. Like, HDR as a concept of discussing it, once you've seen it, it makes sense. Like, you have to, like, go, oh, I've seen, like, the difference of left and right. Like,
yeah.
Not
like,
on and on.
TV's physically in presence with you. You can tell the difference.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Like, when I first got my Samsung 20 phone, that phone did HDR.
Yeah.
And I remember I took Big Beef Stew and Haley into the break room because she got the new iPhone, which was not HDR because Apple sucks.
Boo.
And I turned on the same YouTube video on her phone and my phone.
Okay.
And said, do you see the difference? None of them saw the difference. I saw the difference.
I know. You noticed, like, the smallest little change in things.
I mean, I don't know how you can, like, they see it as, am I looking at 3 planets on the screen?
Yeah.
But that's not the point. It's the black of space behind it is legitimately black, and those planets are standing out in the blackness.
Yeah. You've shown me, like, the difference on the tablets that you had, like the one that you left in Nashville versus the one that you bought to replace it.
So that was LED versus OLED. That's not even HDR versus non.
Yeah. And I could see a difference in those.
Yeah. I mean, apply what you saw there. That's kind of HDR and not as well.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of the same idea.
Yeah.
Dude, HDR makes things look phenomenal.
Makes it real crispy.
The best way to do it is put in a game that you can toggle it on and off. So, like, God of War is the best one. When you do God of War and not HDR, everything's, like, super saturated, and, like, his, like, tattoo is insanely red.
Okay.
And then when you put it in HDR, it looks like a tattoo would look. A tattoo's not going to look like it's standing out off the person. It would look like it's a texture in their skin.
Yeah.
And that's what HDR does to it.
Okay.
Like, it makes things look more realistic. So, That's completely off topic from these TVs. That's just the HDR side.
Okay.
So, because we were talking about the brightness. That
Right.
new OLED is so noticeably brighter that when you do HDR content side by side, that Samsung one looks so different. And I watched the comparison today. It renders a complete spectrum of colors that no other TV does.
Oh, you get like shrimp colors.
Like, it apparently does really good with blues.
Ah.
So they showed a scene from The Shallows, which is a scary movie. It's about sharks.
Okay.
And they paused it on a scene, and they did it with Aquaman too. But like, when you look at the sea on like every other TV, it's just kind of like this blue.
Yeah.
But on the new Samsung ones, there was like a turquoise that was brought into it. There's like a whole
turquoise.
other element of color to the water, and it looked more real and it looked better.
Okay. So playing like Horizon Zero, Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, your eyes would just melt out of your skull.
Yeah.
Like it'd be too much.
That game is so pretty.
So Ismail, that is kind of what the deal is with them. I mean, like, you can nitpick why these things are better, but I have prices for them.
Okay.
And this is why you should just go. I think you should go with last year's model. Don't buy the new, but it's all up to you.
It's probably, I would guess, over $2,500 for the new stuff.
The new one
For like a 55-incher.
It's actually just barely cracking 2,000.
Really?
It's actually pretty good priced.
I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but yeah, as far as the market goes, it's not bad.
I wouldn't. I would like to go like sub 2,000.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, if you get the new mini LED, it's 1,900, which is close to 2,000. But like in that scenario, I can go to an OLED. I can spend like $300 more and have like a completely different, infinitely better technology. Why would I not do that?
Yeah.
So if you were gonna get like the new in the mini, you might as well just go with the OLED.
Just do it.
But I say no. We're gonna go with last year's QN90A. It's on sale right now for $1,300.
Okay, that's manageable.
Which is not bad.
If you're like looking for a new TV, like that's manageable.
Now, this is another little quirk. The HDMI inputs on the last year's model TV has one HDMI that can support like the new Xbox and PS5 that like take use of all the new features.
So you could only plug in one or the other?
Yeah, so if you got a PS5 and an Xbox and you wanted to do everything they can possibly do, you would have to change that cord out every single time.
Okay, that's annoying.
That would be annoying. The new ones have 4 HDMIs that do all that, so it would work out fine.
Hell yeah.
If he would go with an OLED, just do LG. I mean, that's what I have now.
Yeah.
And every time I'd look at Samsung, I'd go, I think I'm just going to get another OLED. Because it's so much better looking. Like, it really is.
Okay.
But in the dark. That's barely cracking $1,000 right now.
Yeah.
This is a technology that I got at this size for like $2,400.
That's too much.
And you can get this. That's 5 years better technology. And it's 1,000, like $1,100.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Like, it's almost half the price. Granted, it's 5 years later.
Yeah.
So what LG's doing, this is the end of that technology. It's as good as it's going to get.
Okay.
Every year this TV comes out, it's never going to be better. Like, they've reached maximum potential of what OLED can do.
All right, they peaked.
And everybody's known that. And then Samsung walked in and said, we made it better, though.
Laid it out on the counter.
And blew it
Look at that.
out of the fucking water. I would kill to see one in person. Like, I want to know what it looks like to my eyes.
Are they set up like at local Best Buys or whatever?
I gotta go look, because it's like brand new.
Go get you a Bose experience.
I don't even think it's out yet.
Really? Okay.
Like, most of these new ones still aren't in stores yet. So you can't even go look at them.
Well, boo.
But I want to go see the new Samsung OLED and just melt my eyes out.
Melt my brain.
I'll be like, can I just like bring my own game system in, try this out real quick? I just want to try it.
I just want to see.
So, I think Ismail, honestly, you go with 55. You either do the LG C1, Samsung QN90A. Both will be very nice. And you're spending under $1,500. I think if you're wanting like top tier TV, 1,500 should be where you're starting to look at a price.
Yeah.
It's only going to go up from there.
Man, isn't this great, you guys? We provide a concierge service for you. You tell us what you want, and we look up the best one. I say, wait, it's all Robert.
I mean, I already knew all this.
God.
I'd already learned all this in my spare time.
A head full of TV.
I want the best one. I want an experience when I'm playing it or watching it or doing whatever. I just found out that I haven't been playing Elden Ring in HDR this whole time. There was a toggle to turn it on.
Oh my god. Now you gotta play it all again.
Yeah, I know. I gotta start over. I turned it on, like, night and day difference.
I can imagine.
I was like, wow! Look at all these colors! My mind was blown. Actually, speaking of Elden Ring, I don't have a lot to say on it, but I do have a quick update.
Okay.
They just released a gigantic patch.
They
for this
did.
game.
I was reading about that.
Yeah, it's patch 1.04. It is out for like systems, PC, everything.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for CJ to read what I wrote to him because the weapon that he uses just got way better.
Okay, shit.
They increased how fast it swings and like all this stuff. Like they just made it way better. And then they made one of my weapons a little bit worse. So I'm like, uh-oh, I gotta find something new to use.
Fun.
But here's the big thing. Ferdin's a big cheater. And he doesn't play this game properly. Okay?
You don't play it like a Souls player.
He has been using a pretty well-known cheese, as they as the Soulsborns put it, right?
Okay.
He hits this magic thing with a shield. He gets these 3 little swords, and they do like triple damage for whatever your physical and magic damage is attached to it.
Okay.
So he's been just like walking through, just like steamrolling bosses and shit. Well, they got rid of that.
Like fully got rid of it?
Oh, it's gone now.
All right.
So I've been like kind of using it. And like I
How
said
dare you?
last time, it like throws out, I was doing like 3,000 damage to people.
That's ridiculous.
Phenomenal damage.
Aren't you lactose intolerant?
And I was like, no, I'm not. Well, a bit.
Just a wee bit.
I turned it on, downloaded the patch. I was like, let's see if that's really gone. That dropped to like 500 damage.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's a big drop.
That's a big cut.
So Ferdin was like, I'm not going to update this game until I beat it with this cheat. And then I'll have fun again.
Is it a cheat or is it an exploit?
It's an exploit.
Yeah,
everything in this game is an exploit.
Yeah. I think that's how you play it. You exploit the game, you bring the game to its knees so that you can do what you want to it.
I mean, I told you about the boss that I fought. I completely turned off his AI so that he just stood there and I literally just swung on him till he died. It was great. This is the best boss fight I ever had.
That's the way.
But I keep getting these YouTube videos of just like, new best build and blah, 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 blah. And they keep talking all this shit. This game is so min-maxy, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's
like the way people do it, I can't.
That's how you got to play it.
I want to use the weapon that looks cool and go from there.
You got to min your mins. You got to max your maxes. Then you're ready to roll.
I don't know about my grease. You can like rub grease on the sword and that increases different... There's fire grease, freeze grease, electric grease, sleep grease.
Sleep grease.
There's grease for everything, and you like, rub it on the blade, and it gives it that elemental power, right?
Yum.
And then there's incantations. You slap on yourself, and you boost damage here, and you do all this shit. There's too much shit. I can't.
It's a lot of shit.
I just want this one now. It's a sword made of like golden light that is see-through.
Why do you want that sword?
I don't know. Something about it just appeals to me. I found it because it is the best thing you can use to farm runes.
Ah, okay.
Although I found a new I don't farm the chicken no more.
Oh, you don't farm the chicken no more?
I don't farm the chicken. Are you ready for this one?
Yes.
I showed it to Taylor and she was like, why is that a thing? And I'm like, how did people find it? That's what I want to know. You go to where you farm the chicken.
Okay.
But you get on your horse and you basically mountain goat your way up this wall. Like the tiniest little steps. And you climb up the wall, go behind the map, and when you jump off the map, you just swing your sword. You just swing it, and in about 30 seconds, you get 200,000 runes.
What? Are you hitting anything?
No, because you're falling through the map. Like, you leave the map, like, a long time ago. You fall through all the geography, the water, everything.
Oh my god.
Like, it just becomes, like, tie-dye colors, like, fading past you.
Cool. So you take a big old magic mushroom and just hop into the river and exit with runes.
Swing the sword, and fucking you get runes. And I did that for a little bit, had 1,000,000 runes in, like, 10 minutes.
Good shit.
And I was like, you know what? This game's not bad anymore. Losing the shield is fine.
Gotta exploit things.
Yeah, that's like all you can do. I wish I knew the name of that fucking sword so I could show it to you. It's called the Golden Order Greatsword.
Okay.
Here you go. Check this out. I am about it.
Oh yeah. That's Robert's sword right there.
Oh yeah. I'm going to get that thing. Nothing else for the rest of time. You can do some kind of like wave of light that just like shoots up out of the ground in a wave in front of you.
Cool.
And that makes the best rune farm where I don't have to jump off the map. There's a bunch of people in the same chicken farm place. They're all just like asleep on the cliff face, and you can just send this wave out and kill like all 30 at once and get a fuck ton of runes.
Oh my god.
So this is why I'm having to play through the story, because this is like an end game sword, so I can't get it until later. So I can't even go hunt this thing yet. I gotta play the stupid game. I can't hunt weapons.
How dare.
I know. Make me play the story. I don't give a shit. Just give me the gold sword.
I just want the gold.
That's your Elden Ring update for the week. Because I just imagine there's always going to be one. This game doesn't end.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're getting your money's worth out of it.
I gotta say, if you haven't played it, I will say it's probably the best game to come out in a long time. It's not my favorite. But as a game, I mean, it's a straight up 10 out of 10 game. Almost.
Yeah.
No bugs. Complete content. Too much content.
Yeah.
The game is phenomenal. I just wish it didn't hate me so much.
Well, such is life.
Such as Elden Ring.
Yeah. Okay. You ready to aerate these flavors?
I am. Let's go.
Don't forget to please tell your friends about us and help us grow this audience. And of course, subscribe to us, please, on your favorite platform so you never ever miss an episode, because we are here for you every single Monday, 3 years running, baby. Never gonna miss one. Never have, never can. It is a curse assigned to us by a witch. If we miss one, we both die.
Yeah.
If you have a second to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, that helps us out in reaching many more lovely listeners just like you.
And again, you can go find us on all your favorite social medias too. We are YMBTOAP on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This weekend, April 30th, we are doing our Jackbox Party Pack one, where you guys can come join us. Yep, all you patrons, come on out. You definitely got a seat sitting there waiting. If you are not a patron, we'll still let you in. We want to have some fun with you guys. So come on in Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Do your time calculations, whatever you got to do.
Get the clock out, do the conversion.
But Jackbox, we will be playing between all 8 of them. We may try out 8 because that one just came out. I've not played any of them. The games could suck, so who knows?
Who knows?
But we're going to do like a greatest hits of the ones that we like, whatever ones you guys like. We're going to play through a pretty good chunk of them and just have a good time. We're just going to chill, chat, laugh, have some good fun.
I can't wait.
And again, you patrons are the best. Love you guys so, so much. We literally plan everything we do with you in mind.
Yeah.
Like, we're always thinking about what we can do with, for, or around you guys. Like, we we're always thinking about you guys. So we really appreciate you guys for thinking about us and wanting to support us and have us keep doing stuff.
Gives us the warm fuzzies.
But I wish you'd give the warm fuzzies to the email. I know it's an archaic, dying medium, but you know what? We love the emails sometimes. Sometimes we like just like a, hey, what's going on, buddy? We like those. We get deep dive topics in there sometimes. If there's something like you want to know about TVs, like I was asked, just let us know. You know, maybe you want to know about more of these powders and dice making and stuff. Kelsey can go in.
I'll do research.
In, man. She can tell you all kinds of shit. We can learn stuff here, whatever you guys want to know. Like, that's what we're here for. Have fun, learn some stuff, have a good time. So don't forget that email. It's ymbtoap@gmail.com. Send us whatever you want to know.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Farage. Please check him out on YouTube. And as always, thank you so much for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. What's after OLED?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
So he made that paint. Excuse me.